Tom Vasel's top 100 games of all time. Some say that Tom is like a giant among men. Others say he's a little obsessed.
I don't even have a top 10.
Tom Vasel's top 100 games of all time.
All right, welcome to another of our top 100 list. I have a cold, hopefully that won't affect us too much today. We're on our way to a HeroScape tournament where I fully expect to lose and come in last place. But let's talk about our next top 10. We're going today from 50 to number 41. That means we're in the top 50. So that's pretty exciting. Let's do it.
Number 50, Robo Rally.
All right, here we are about to start a HeroScape tournament, and as I said, planning to come in last place. But let's talk about number 50 first. Number 50 is Robo Rally. Robo Rally is a game that's been out for 20 plus years now. Maybe not, maybe 16, 17, but it's been out for a while. It is the game that supposedly Magic the Gathering was created to support. Robo Rally is a game about programming robots, moving them around the board. The first person to get to a certain goal is the winner. It's a race game, but it's also a game of utter chaos as you mess up the people's moves up as you move the robots. Fantastic game. Wizards of the Coast released a very subpar version of this lately, if you'd like to get that one. Or you can hunt down a German version or the older Avalon Hill versions. They're all compatible, and there's a lot of fun to be had. If you ever do get the game, make sure you play a tight, short map. There's lots of help online. Robo Rally, number 50.
Number 49, Battle Star Quebecula.
Okay, so far I've played one game against Alana, who's recording this, so if you hear laughing, it's from her. Here's my army. Okay, all of them died. All of them. Okay, meanwhile. Number 49 is Battlestar Galactica, which is a fantastic game. The only reason it's dropped a little bit on my list is because I just don't get to play it as much as I want to. Also because the series had a lackluster finale. Oh wait, no, that has nothing to do with the game. The game is great. Backstabbing to the extreme. You don't have to like the series, although it helps out quite a bit. It's a cooperative game, sort of, although at least two or you are Cylons. Finding out who the Cylon is the goal of this game. The tenseness, the theme, everything is just really rich in this game. And I almost always lose it, just like HeroScape.
Number 48, Dungeon Run.
Alright, well now I've lost my second game, although less badly. The first game of HeroScape I lost everyone. Now I managed to kill 4 or 5 small figures, so we're improving. Anyway, 48 is Dungeon Run. Dungeon Run is a new game in my top 100 list because of its sheer awesomeness. It's designed by, or not designed, but produced by the same company that did Summoner Wars. It's a game about everyone going in, stealing treasure, and then beating each other, snot out of each other as you get out. Hilarious fun. Some nice plastic miniatures. I'm looking for expansions for it. I don't know how long it will stay on my top 100 list, but for now, it's one of those games that when you get out, we have a blast with it, simply because the idea of punching a guy and stealing the treasure, then you running and someone tackling you and stealing it, is something that works really well. If you have friends who like to get along, this is not the game for you. But, yeah, you probably shouldn't play a lot of games with me anyway, but it's fun.
Number 47, Coliseum.
All right, once again, I've lost. I think I'm now eliminated, or very close to. Yeah, I'm not very good at HeroScape. But the next game we're talking about is, Coliseum. Coliseum is a fantastic game. It's one that's really underrated by most people. It was one of the best Days of Wonders games I think they produced, about building your own shows and trying to attract people to the Coliseum. A good auction, trading, fantastic components. You can get it pretty cheap nowadays if you look for it and find it from other people, and I would recommend doing so. Don't let the negative Nellies. This is a Euro game that makes sense and is fun, unlike most that are come out these days. And it's not about trading in the Mediterranean. Coliseum.
Number 46, Lost Valley.
Well, at least I got good sportsmanship. Anyway, Lost Valley. it's a game that I still like quite a bit, mostly because the exploration part of it. You're a explorer, not explorer, more of a gold miner, going out and finding gold in caves and in mountains and searching for it. And you're going across the board and you're discovering the board as you go, and you're going around fishing and hunting and all that stuff too. It's very thematic and fun and easy and fast, and it would probably be on your top 100 list too. The reason it's not is simply because it's very difficult to find, and I'm very glad that I have a copy of it. But if you ever do see it, it's certainly a unique style game. That's Lost Valley.
Number 45, Pandemic.
It would be difficult for me not to put Pandemic on this list. Pandemic is one of the most popular gateway games and has brought cooperative games really into known. If you've not played it before, it's a cooperative game in which you are working together with other people to stop viruses from destroying the world. A noble thing, to be sure. And it's something that it's easy to teach. It's a theme that's not overused. It plays very quickly. It's hard as all get out, and there's already an expansion that helps give it a lot of options. So while there's another game which I'm going to talk about in a second, which I think I like a little better, Pandemic is a fantastic cooperative game.
Number 44, Defenders of the Round.
All right, so here you can see Melody just got 4th place in the Heroescape tournament. But enough about her. Yeah. All right. But what we really want to talk about is the next game in this series, which is Defenders of the Realm. Now, Defenders of the Realm is a game in which really you're going to see some resemblances to Pandemic, but it has that fantasy theme, and it does the fantasy theme well. There really is too many fantasy-themed games out there these days, but this one is the only one I know of where you're working together to stop hordes coming in and attacking the castle. And the thing about Defenders of the Realm that's so cool is that each player is a character, a fantasy character, and they really feel different. If you play the Barbarian, you really feel different than the Wizard, and they just have special abilities. And when you win this one, it's one of those fantasy games where you just cooperative games, and you stand up and just high-five one another. A fantastic game, Defenders of the Realm. Where's my certificate?
Number 43, Airlines Europe.
Airlines Europe is a new game to the list, but not really a new game, because it's replaced both Acquire and Union Pacific on the list for me. It's basically a reworking of Union Pacific. It's a game about buying stocks and building airplane routes across Europe. It's so well designed. It so well comes together. And if I want to play an economic game, if I want to play something that's fun and short and easy to do, there's millions of these games out there, literally millions. But one of the best, if not the best, at least the most streamlined, is Airlines Europe. If you're looking for a good, simple economic game, that's the one to get.
Number 42, Dixit.
You'll notice that Dixit is much higher on my list this year than last year, and that's because Dixit is an absolutely fantastic game. It's one of those games that when I introduce it to people, they instantly will play it, and I'm talking about people who don't play almost no other party games. Dixit is, there's a 3rd version out, Dixit Odyssey, which is the one to get if you're looking to get it the first time, because it goes up to 12 players now. It's just so neat. I love saying that if you've never played it before, it's basically taking a card and saying something about it, and then everyone's trying to guess which of the cards is the one you were talking about. And you want some of the people to guess it, but not everyone. It's a great concept, works together in a really well done way, and the whimsical, over-the-top, weird artwork is what makes it just absolutely fantastic. So that's Dixit.
Number 41, Carson City.
Here's the army that defeated me in Heroescape today, badly. But I just want to show you this. Talk about a cool dice tower made out of metal. Fantastic. Dice towers are everywhere. Carson City, the Wild West game. The game about building your town in the West. That is a Euro game. It's an area control worker placement game, and it is certainly one of the answers I give to people who say, what other new themes are there? Well, West is a theme that's not done that much, but it's done really well here. This is a great game. It has dice rolling, which you can remove if you want. It has just a good theme. There's constant getting in other players' face, a very strong level of interaction. I think it's really not talked about as much as it should be, but it's a really fun Western-style game. That's Carson City. All right, folks. What a day it was. Great.
Prepare to turn right.
Yes, thank you, GPS. We are on our way home now from the tournament. We had a great day. I hope you enjoyed these top 10 games. Next week, we're going to get into 40 to 31. We're getting really close to the top.
Now turn right.
Thank you. But you can also check up on Melody's top 100 and your top 100. Check those out in the links. Also check out all kinds of things that we have on the Dice Tower page, including the Dice Tower convention coming up. Check it out. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Gotta keep my eyes on the road, you know.
Tom Vasel's top 100 games of all time.
We've got a variety of prizes. We're grateful to Hasbro and Hero Escapers for providing us with some master sets, to Troll and Toad for giving us 3 full sets of the D1. We're setting aside a couple of these for later prizes at the very end for the final 4, and then we're going to go ahead here with the prizes for the remainder of these awards. All right, so now creative. I'm guessing. Yep, no surprises. Tom wins that one. No shocker. No shocker at all. Congratulations, sir.
Taking the other ghosts.
Want another set of ghosts? All right, excellent. The ghosts.